Welcome back to the 128 KB podcast. We are back once again due to the lack of popular demand that we receive from you, the glorious viewers and listeners. This is your weekly dose of all things gaming from two grumpy middle-aged gamers.
Who used to be PlayStation fans and I'm joking.
And got bought off in the great Microsoft takeover of the world.
That's it, yeah.
They bought us out before they're going for Nintendo.
That's it.
But that's actually a really good segue, Andy, because this week I want us to talk about the future. Oh, wait, no, I can do this better. I can do this better.
God. Right,
you can do
quick.
it. You can do it. Ready? Go.
Yeah. The future of...
Maybe it's me. Oh, it's me!
Oh,
The future of PlayStation.
that's so deep I couldn't even understand what you were saying.
Okay, maybe.
That's better.
The future of PlayStation.
That was much better.
Yes, the future of PlayStation. Now, CEO Jim Ryan is a goner.
I know, after 30 years.
30 years of one man steering the ship. Now, I mean, kind of disclaimer, he was just the boss.
Yeah, he didn't come up with everything.
He wasn't soldering PlayStation 5s together.
It might have been. Might have a clone army. Who knows?
Just a clone. Jim Ryan clones, millions of them.
The work in the PlayStation factory.
That's why they could slash the price.
That's why. Yeah, that's right.
And that's why the delays happened. They needed more clones.
Yes. And during COVID, when they were short of parts,
Yeah.
they were actually short of clones that were, getting affected.
They were all quarantining because one person got COVID.
Yeah, which
one
meant
clone.
all of them because they're all the same person. Yeah.
Wow. Jim Ryan's gone.
Yeah.
Or will be stepping down by March
Yeah.
2024. He's announced his retirement.
Insane.
Whether he was fired or retired is still up for debate.
I know. It's got to be retired. Come on. 30 years.
as the CEO. It's enough for
The
anyone, isn't
dude's
it?
getting on now, and he's mid-60s, I think.
And I just want to say, as much as I've been hard on PlayStation recently, I just want to say a massive congratulations to someone who has overseen. Yeah, absolutely. That was good. You did it right. No, a massive congratulations to someone who's overseen a meteoric rise.
Yeah.
From nothing into the heavyweight of the console gaming landscape.
Yeah.
Over those 30 years, PlayStation have done some incredible things.
Oh, yeah, massively. Yeah.
It has to be said.
Yeah.
Right up until, I'd say about a year ago, and things started to get weird.
Yeah.
Maybe just since the start of the PS5 era.
Yeah.
Things have got weird
They did, yeah.
in PlayStation land.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to talk about is, well done for the past, but right now, I'm worried that you are not just a rudderless ship now. Jim Ryan's gone, but you feel like a platform with no direction.
Absolutely. Yeah. I totally agree. And I think he started going downhill when he cancelled the Vita off after
You're never going to let that go, are you?
I'm not going to let that go. You
Bring back
cancelled the Vita, and then you announced the PlayStation non-portable Project Q portable. What?
The PSP, PlayStation Portal.
The non-PSP, yeah. So, but anyway, we'll get onto that, I'm sure.
We will. Right now, I don't think I'm being too dramatic when I say it feels like a bit of a crisis for PlayStation. Not Jim Ryan leaving.
No.
There's dozens of people that are in charge of that company making decisions.
Yeah.
But more, there's a distinct lack of decent exclusive titles.
Yep.
Now, that may just be a timing thing. It may happen. There's a distinct lack of PlayStation 5 only titles.
Yes.
They haven't moved on.
They're still not,
Their online service, their live service offerings are pale in comparison to Nintendo's and specifically Microsoft's.
Oh, yeah.
Pale by comparison. And their primary focus seems to be selling hardware peripherals that are incredibly niche and incredibly overpriced.
Yeah. And they're just very random. Sure, you want to be making stuff that appeals to the masses, not like you said, super niche products.
Super niche products.
Like the VR2 and the what's it called again? The
Portal.
Portal, yeah. What?
I'll start with the VR2. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. This is possible.
Yeah.
I realised in doing this podcast with you that we're getting old.
I know.
I mean, firstly, PlayStation's been around for 30 years. What?
I know.
What now?
I know. It's insane.
Okay. But beyond that, a VR accessory for your PlayStation that costs as much as your PlayStation
More than your PlayStation.
doesn't make sense.
No, especially when there's like no games for it.
So let's pretend you're going to buy a PlayStation 5
Yes.
and all of the peripherals that Sony now make for it.
You're looking at like $2,000. Seriously. Like, surely.
The Pro Controller,
Yep.
the DualSense Edge.
Yes, the DualSense Edge.
Which is
£210, I think it is.
£210. The peripheral earphone buds things.
I don't know how much they are, but they've got to be expensive.
That use PlayStation's proprietary wireless connection.
Lossless. Yeah.
It's going to provide lossless audio wirelessly.
That's
Maybe it will work.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
maybe they found some
And you'll be
quirk of
paying for
physics. You'll be paying a lot for it. The VR2, whatever it's called.
Yep, the VR2. That's what
Is it
it is.
£500?
PSVR. Something like that. Easily.
What?
Yeah.
£500?
No.
Sorry, what?
Well, yeah, £500.
And the PlayStation Portable, the peripheral that allows you to wirelessly.
Portal. But yeah,
What did I say?
portable.
Oh, everyone's going to get that
was
wrong.
the OG one. Yeah.
That's a marketing problem in itself.
Yep.
PlayStation Portal, which allow you to wirelessly play your PlayStation 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as your PlayStation 5
Yeah.
is connected to the internet and has the game you want to play already installed.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
In an era where we have cloud gaming
Yes.
at near zero latency.
But instead, you're going to have to ring up your neighbor to go break into your house to swap the disc so that what you're streaming is not
if
just
you've
the
got
same
the
game.
disc version.
Yeah, yeah. If you're playing a physical game, you're screwed.
So it can only play the game that's got the disc in.
Yeah, if it's physical. If you've only got a physical collection, there's no point because you'll only play that one game that the console, because the console is streaming it for you.
Oh, man.
If you've got a digital only collection, that's okay because you can just quit the game, open up something else that's installed.
I don't know how many times we have to hit on the PlayStation Portal, but it's so far wide or short of the mark. It's so far
so
short of the
weird.
mark. It's not just frustrating. It just adds to the whole picture of PlayStation feels really lost.
Yeah. Well, that in itself is so outdated.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
to think people can just be okay.
Hang
with
on a
that.
minute, Andy. I've got a PlayStation Portal
Oh yeah.
in my hands.
Oh, so do I. Yeah, mine's over there. Yeah.
You can already do it.
Yeah, you can stream games to your phone. You can't stream with the portal.
That actually hurt my head doing that.
It's your fault for having a metal phone. But yeah, I don't know. It just seems so weird. Like, again, the price point is just insane.
Yeah.
Like, if you want all that stuff, it is at least 1,500 quid minimum.
Easily.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
easily.
and then all this stuff, like, it just seems directionless. It really does. Like, where's the real big hitting IPs? Where's the vamps of old ones? You know, I know we've had Ratchet and Clank, and yes, okay, we've got Spider-Man 2 coming, but like, where's some of the old ones like that need some new love? And where's the new? Where's the next Spider-Mans? Where's the next, you know, God of Wars? You know, we're hanging on to the old stuff, and then they're making all these random live service games that are then getting cancelled before they even come out. Like, it just seems so weird.
Can you remind me again what the slogan is for PlayStation?
I can't even think of it now. Oh no, go on. You enlighten me.
For the players.
For the players, that's it.
For the players.
It's not anymore.
No, it doesn't
It's
feel
for
like
the PlayStation employers.
it. For the shareholders.
yeah, for the shareholders.
Because if it was for the players, their online service would be better than Microsoft's.
Yeah.
It just would be better than Microsoft's. They almost had it perfect with Now.
Yeah, they were on the right tracks.
On the right tracks. A subscription service that allows me to play, stream, or download a whole massive archive of old games from the PlayStation catalogue and some of the current generation new games.
And what did they do with that?
Let me think again. Oh, they cancelled it to replace it with a subpar service that costs way more.
Yeah, and you get a lot less.
But don't worry, with the basic PlayStation subscription, you can play online.
Yes.
And we'll give you 3 crap games a month to download.
Yeah, the ones that no one's been buying on the store that have the lowest play rate. So
roughly
you can have
about
those.
2-year-old titles. We'll give them to you for free. You've probably already bought them at full price.
Maybe. And if not, there's probably one game a year that you'll bother adding to your account.
If you didn't buy it at release, you're probably not bothered about playing it. And if
Yeah,
it's taken you 2 years to get to the point of, I'm going to play that now,
Yeah.
unless it was as broken as Cyberpunk,
And you're waiting for it to get fixed. Yeah.
you're not interested.
Yeah.
And all it does is it gives you some clutter in your PlayStation account that you'll go add to account and never download
That's
it.
what mine is. My Plus, whatever the subscription's called, is that. I don't think I've ever played any of those games.
Never. No.
The only ones that I got was when I got my PS5, and they gave you that like PS5 bundle. Like, yeah, you bought a PS5.
Yeah.
You don't have any PS5 games yet because we've not made any 3 years later. So have this old archive of games. I can't remember, there was like 30 games or something that you could have a go on. I probably played like 2 of them.
Yes.
And that's fine.
I was going to say, the only thing it serves to do is frustrate the people that bought the game at full price.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
It annoys the hell out of me when I see a game and go, oh, no way, that's on... Oh, wait a minute, I bought that for 70 quid.
Yeah. Yeah,
that just annoys the hell out of me.
No.
It's not on. You compare it to Microsoft service, I'm getting the latest AAA titles at release because they've got a direction. And that direction is, yes, this may cost us more money short term, but we want as many subscribers in our service as possible long term.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily about the console, although that's important. It's actually about this service
It's
we're
the
offering.
service.
And whether you agree with that or not, that's their direction and it's very clear.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
And it's working.
It's,
you know?
do you know what? It's for the players.
Yes. Yeah.
PlayStation, on the other hand, you look at it and you go, what are we aiming at here? Are we waiting for awesome exclusive titles? Okay, I'm on board. Show me them.
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're on the
'Cause
PS4.
the best PS5 exclusive game is the controller demo.
Yeah, it's true.
It's awesome.
Astro's Playroom is amazing.
They should make a full game of it.
I know. I expected them to do that.
It's genuinely, it's the little big adventure of this generation.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's great fun. It's nostalgic in the right
Shows
places.
off the controller possibilities and capabilities.
It's the only game I've seen that shows off the controller properly.
Yeah. In all aspects, yeah. And it was fun to do so.
That actually makes you feel like, oh, I feel like I'm walking through mud. I can feel it. That's so clever.
It was good. It blew my mind when we first played it. I was like, this is amazing.
And it was the perfect way to set you up because it'd be probably the first thing you play when you switch on your PS5.
Yeah. That's what I did, yeah.
I'm going to play through this. And it set you up in that perfect childlike excitement of PS5 is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Yes.
And what followed it?
Disappointment.
Play some PS4 games. And their implementation of the controller is the analog triggers feel weird.
Yeah, maybe.
They do this thing where they're a resistance and then they click.
Yeah.
Which is just annoying.
Yeah.
Like No Man's Sky when they implemented it. Did you ever play it with
no, but there was something else.
It's really annoying.
I think it was Call of Duty, actually. We were playing on, because this was one of the, I nearly said Game Pass games. It's not.
Yeah.
You know, one of the PlayStation monthly things, right? And we downloaded Call of Duty Black Ops or whatever it was. Christina went, the triggers are horrible. Like, so she just went in the settings, turned it off and made them normal triggers again. She was like, yeah, that's better.
Because it adds resistance like it would be a trigger.
Yeah.
And then it snaps.
Yeah.
And it's actually, it doesn't feel nice.
No,
It's like,
and when you're in a fast-paced arcade game, you don't want that.
this isn't a sim. We're not doing like a survival sim.
Yeah.
If it was like that Armor game, you know, where you're like, I've got to survive for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, make it ultra. It's Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's an arcade game.
Yeah, I don't want that. But, I love the features of the controller. I do. The DualSense is amazing, other than
Potentially.
the absolutely horrendous battery life.
Well, yeah, let's give a shout out to that for a minute. I know we've talked about it in a previous
Yeah.
episode, but probably multiple previous episodes actually.
Yeah. I
It's like 3 hours.
Yeah, it's
And that's poor.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's horrendous. When you think like an Xbox controller, I know it doesn't have the same features, but you're like almost 40 hours on one of those.
Can I also give a honourable mention to how horrible the speaker is in the controller?
Yes, yeah.
Again, something I turn off every time in every single game it happens.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what game it was I was playing.
Cyberpunk, wasn't it?
It was Cyberpunk,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah,
It was.
I remember you telling me about it. You were like, frickin' controller, man.
It's so loud. It's unbearable. And I'm like, actually, genuinely, I'm holding it away from myself, but I don't want to turn it off because like it's different to what's coming through the TV. So it's obviously important to the gameplay experience. But every time you try to hack something or something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was awful. because it's this tiny little speaker. So it's really thin sounding. It's really loud. It's really piercing. So then I'm going in and turning off. It's like, so that's actually a rubbish feature. You've not implemented any of the cool features.
Yeah.
Haptic feedback.
No.
Not really.
I've not really felt haptic feedback on anything.
Apart from the controller demo.
Yeah. Like, there's not much I've played that properly utilizes it.
The controller demo.
Yeah. I'm sure there is, but off the top of my head, nothing wowed me as much as Astro's Playroom, you know?
Yeah.
Which was just a controller demo. That's all it was.
And it was phenomenal. It was a true...
Oh, it was spectacular.
It honestly felt like a next generation experience.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh, we're somewhere different
Yes.
now.
And then
And I
you
like
finish
it.
that and you're back to PS4.
Playing PS4 games.
Yeah.
And I can't think what's my frustration more with what's the future.
Yes.
Because it feels really worrying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that all these problems are because of Jim Ryan.
I don't think they are.
No, they're probably not, but it's probably all the like shareholders and stuff, you know, looking at live service games going, well, Fortnite made £1 trillion billion last week,
Yeah.
you know, so we need to do that. It's like, yeah, but you're not going to recreate it.
Fortnite's one of those weird
Like,
anomalies.
Yes, absolutely. It was just blew up, you know.
Blew up and then it got popular at a perfect time when loads of kids were at home needing to socialise, so they socialised in-game.
Yeah.
And now it's become part of their culture. do you know?
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, I'm hoping that with someone else at the reins, hopefully they can actually steer the like, you know, the direction back on track.
If they were to be stupid enough to listen to the advice of two moany middle-aged gamers with a middling to average sized podcast, I would say day one, make your live service worth the money.
Oh, well, they've just increased the price.
They've just increased
I had
the price.
an email literally going, yeah, we're raising this.
Thankfully, my auto renew happened 2 weeks before.
Yes.
Just by chance. I always forget about it, and
Yeah,
it does
yeah,
the
yeah.
annual renewal.
Yeah.
It happened, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I wanted to renew that. But, okay. And then I got the email saying price has increased. Next time it renews, it'll be the new price. So that was enough to make me go in and cancel auto renew for the first time since I got my PS4. So every year I've done it.
Damn.
I've never got the voucher. I've just auto renewed.
Yeah, wow.
It's not that much money. It's fair for what it is. I
I'm
play
a
games
cheapskate. I
online.
hunt online and buy some dodgy code and then...
My recommendation to you is to absolutely do that because it always happens. Every Black Friday on
Yeah,
Amazon, Prime Days and all that,
Yeah.
there's always annual subscription, 35
Yes.
quid or something stupid.
But I cancelled mine after the price hike
yeah. And
because there's no extra value. It's just like, we're just increasing it.
my thought was,
No.
oh, well, I'm done with that.
Yes.
If you just want a cheap win, look at what Xbox are doing and make it the same or better than them.
Yeah.
Because they've won so far
Yeah.
at their online service. If you want a really simple win, just turn PlayStation Now back on for existing subscribers.
Yeah.
You already had it.
Yeah.
It was better than what you've got now.
Yeah, I don't even understand what they've got now. Like, it doesn't even make sense. It's not very clear. You've got
It's
all
not
these
very clear.
stages.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
And what's
oh.
with the retro game offering?
Yeah, I don't get
It's
it.
so poor.
It doesn't even seem like there's that much there.
There's not. It's barely anything there.
It's so weird.
And it's missing all the games you would expect there to be.
Yeah. But, you know, and on the gaming front, like, where are the actual true exclusives, you know? Drop the PS4 already. Just get rid of it. Like, it's
Stop
done.
selling it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop selling it. Stop
Stop
making
selling
games for it. You know, it's done. You know, we're like 3-4 years in nearly.
Yeah.
You know, bye. And then, you know, maybe random third party people can make games for it. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm on about Sony themselves. Like, you know, just ditch it, be done with it, and bring us some new stuff, which is what Microsoft are trying to do. They're like, Microsoft have done it backwards. They've got everything in place.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to like get the good stuff out for you. Sony have like done everything around that. So there's no infrastructure in place because, you know, the service sucks. And I don't know.
The focus has been on weird peripherals.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. It's like they've gone, you need all this random jank to play the games we haven't made yet.
And
Like, hang on.
the focus is on weird peripherals. So maybe when I say they don't have a direction, I'm probably doing them a disservice. They do have a direction.
Yeah.
It's just a weird one.
Yeah.
It's what other things can we sell around the gaming experience that we believe will enhance the gaming experience somehow for the players,
Yeah.
but it's actually just an expensive hurdle that you don't need.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I have no interest in buying any of this stuff for it. I mean, I had interest in the Project Q, the portal, until I found out that our worst fears were true.
There's one important fear with the portal that doesn't get talked about enough. There's no Bluetooth.
No.
It only uses PlayStation's proprietary wireless for
Yes.
their own wireless thing.
So that's another X amount of money.
Yeah, they've said that they may open it up for third-party peripheral developers. So,
Yeah.
the likes of Turtle Beach and stuff can make
Yeah.
their headsets for it. But I would wager that the majority of people now have a headset already.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Everyone
And what,
does.
so I'm going to have to buy another one?
Yes. I mean, it does have an aux jack, so you can use a headphone. But if you've got wireless already,
It's 2023.
you
By the
want
time that comes
wireless.
out, it's 24.
Yeah,
Are we really doing that?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are we really doing that?
But yeah, it's frustrating.
For the players?
Yeah, no. For the monies.
For the shareholders?
Yeah, for the monies. That's what it should be now.
So, I don't know. Bigger names have fallen
Yeah.
by making consecutively stupid decisions. I would wager that if the Switch wasn't the Switch, that Nintendo would be on the edge. They had some bad decisions.
Oh yeah, yeah. They've really done this, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's not been a consistent
No.
upward curve. It's like hit then miss, hit then miss.
The Wii U,
Yeah, that was the biggest flop ever. I mean, even the GameCube, which I love and was their foray into hardcore graphical performance, that was a flop.
commercially wasn't successful.
Yeah, commercially it sucked. The Wii U absolutely sucked.
Yeah.
The Wii obviously hit it out of the park, and then the Switch has really hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't get what Sony are doing. I really don't get it. And there's not even games coming out recently that make me want to go and buy them for it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just yeah.
So the next big thing that's happening, the latest trailer got released yesterday as when we're recording this, so that kind of gives a bit of timing away. Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
It's happening. It's going to be here really soon. I can't even think what the date is off the top of my head.
I have no idea.
That's the next PS5 exclusive. Is that enough for the
Yeah.
players?
No. I don't think so. I love the idea of it and I will buy it, but not at day one.
No.
I've not even played Miles Morales yet, or whatever
No.
it's called. I played the first one, but I haven't played that one, and I want to play this one just because Venom's in it.
Do you, when you
that's
play
it.
Spider-Man games, are you a bit like me of this is going to be amazing, huge city, no way, watch me fly around.
Yes.
1 hour later, I'm a bit bored of this.
Yeah, I normally get a couple of hours in and I'm like, yeah. And then Christina, because she really enjoys them,
Yeah.
she'll sit there and complete it and I'll just watch now and then. I'll just be like, yeah, okay.
I've got no doubt it'll be relatively successful. It's not going to, I don't believe anyway, I may be wrong, but it's not going to be shaking the top 10 of their game franchises.
I don't know.
It's not going to be God of War.
I don't know. It will be up there, I think, because Spider-Man is one of their better hitters, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do think it would do really well.
None of the current ones have made it into that list.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, that's surprising. Because I always think of Spider-Man and I think of GameCube. Because I had Spider-Man on GameCube. But,
Yeah, I think if you like Spider-Man games, wicked.
Yeah.
Or if you're younger,
Yeah.
cool. But again, I don't think it's the majority.
No, I don't
And-
think so either.
I got to phrase this right without being shot down totally. PlayStation has a subset of gamers. Its kind of core demographic. It's a little bit cooler. They're a little bit older leaning, not necessarily in age, but feeling it's a bit more games
mature,
are for mature audiences more.
Yeah.
Nintendo's the opposite end of that spectrum almost.
Yeah.
Where would you put a Marvel game in that?
Yeah, no, I get you.
So why is it not necessarily the most successful? Well, it's a bit more on the but graphically and performance wise, and I imagine the gameplay's been kind of semi-violent in
it
places
is.
because
It's
Marvel.
normally
So it's
teens kind of.
so it's going to be in that end more, but it's not Gran Turismo, which is like a PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's probably their best-selling franchise.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's got when
Gran
you think
Turismo,
of.
do you mean Forza?
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
And do you know? I'll say one thing. What PlayStation is currently missing from PS5, which would be amazing on the controller,
Okay.
and it would be amazing on 4K displays.
Yeah.
Imagine high frame rate, high resolution version of Wipeout.
Yeah.
PS5 Wipeout.
Now that I would day one buy. Like I would actually buy that, like straight up.
Wipeout with an
Yeah.
awesome like career mode.
Online,
Multiplayer.
multiplayer online. Like
It's made for it.
yeah. Like,
Come
why
on.
haven't they done that? And none of this remastered rubbish.
No,
like,
a new
brand
Wipeout.
new Wipeout.
Bottom up,
Yeah.
same game. Fighting racing games, that kind of F-Zero,
Yeah.
Wipeout, because they're both kind of gravity races.
Yeah. That's my jam. That is. I love.
Why
that
is
stuff.
Mario Kart so popular? Multiplayer,
Yes.
both online and local.
Yeah, local. Yeah.
It's racing, but it's fun because you can kind of take each other out.
Yes.
A more grown-up version of that is Wipeout.
Yes, absolutely.
It was core to my gaming experience as a kid,
Yeah.
Wipeout.
Yeah.
And I think most of us PlayStation fans,
Yeah.
Wipeout all the way through.
When I rebought the Vita I say recent, it's probably like 3 years ago now. The first game I went and bought was Wipeout 2048 or whatever it is.
They're always amazing. Always were amazing. And can you imagine a current generation version of it?
Oh, I like I said, I would day one buy it. I'd go out and buy a physical of it, full price, 70
Be
quid.
amazing.
I would do that right
with,
now.
with the DualSense control, if they properly implemented
That's it. And imagine the haptic triggers there
Would
for
make
like the grab
sense.
racing. Like that would make sense. And like braking
for the
and
air
stuff.
brakes or something.
Yeah. Like it would all make sense. And the haptic feedback, you would be able to feel like the engines and when you're drifting or whatever. Like it would be spectacular.
When you fire, when you get hit.
Yes. Like I would be all down for that. But and then this is what I was trying to say right near the beginning when I said, where are the IPs? Do you know what I mean? Where's all the remakes of the stuff that they've left in the dirt?
Yeah.
And where's the new stuff? Because there's so many good back catalogue of games. I mean, I know I bang on about it probably off camera more than on, but I love Medieval.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, they did the remake in 2018 or whatever it was. I bought that day one. Loved it. It was amazing to play that again, and I really want to play it
Why
again.
haven't they
Where's the
added
new
to that?
entry? Yeah, this is the remake of the PS1 game, like, and maybe the second one I can't remember. But anyway,
Yeah.
where's the new version? You know, where's the brand new entry? And there's just so many other games they've left in the dirt that they could revamp if they can't be bothered to make a new IP. Wipeout, Medieval. There's so many like amazing old games.
Yeah.
That okay, they revamped Ratchet and Clank. You know, well, made a new one. That's amazing. I love that
Yeah,
game.
it's cool.
But there's other ones, isn't there? There's like Jack and Daxter. Where's that? Like we haven't seen a new Jack and Daxter game in years.
What's happened
Like-
with Crash as well?
Crash Bandicoot. That's just on everything now.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But it was.
It used to be just PlayStation.
Remember PS1 Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah.
They hung their hat on that stuff.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous.
Where's it gone?
It's gone on Switch now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Crush Team Racing and all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
nonsense. Like,
Yeah. I got the Insane trilogy on Switch.
just, I mean, it. To be fair, it fits the Switch way more
Yeah.
from a player-based kind of idea, but it was a PlayStation. thing.
Yeah. They could keep that stuff exclusive, you know, but
What was the other one that was like kind of platformy? Spyro.
Spyro the Dragon, yeah, that's on everything as well now. The remake, the
Yeah.
remaster, even.
I would hang my hat on Wipeout as a truly.
That
And do
would
you know
get
what?
me intrigued.
You can have it VR as well.
I was just about to say, everyone would be throwing up.
Yeah, it'd be
everywhere.
horrible.
Like, you know, you'd just be like,
You'd have to have like a racing chair.
yeah.
So the VR is just where you're looking. you know?
Yeah. But that would be amazing.
Uh-huh.
That would be truly amazing. I would buy a new Wipeout game. To be fair, I'd probably buy old ones.
Yeah.
But a new one which utilizes everything that actually is for PS5 only. So like, yeah. Where's stuff like that? You know, and that's the thing is
That's for the players.
that's for the players, and that's what I mean. I was just about to say, like, where's the stuff for the players? They're not doing it. They're doing stuff to try and sell units of physical stuff But at the end of the day, like Microsoft have done the opposite. They don't really care about the console. They care about what the player's gonna have as an end game, which is the games.
Yeah.
You know, and it feels very backwards for Sony right now. Here's have all this random jank that you can buy. Yeah, but where's the games to play on them? Oh, we haven't done that yet. Well, what's the point?
I still struggle every time we talk about PlayStation 5 exclusives. And I'm not talking about the games exclusive to PlayStation and is available on 4 and 5. I mean, it's out on PlayStation 5 only.
Yeah, we're not talking about PlayStation exclusives. We're talking about PS5
What
exclusives.
games really are there? I really struggle with this list because
Yeah.
in my mind, there should be loads more.
There should be like almost every PS5 game, but there's not.
But there's not.
There's like 3.
What are they?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say Ratchet and Clank, but that's on PC now.
That's on PC now. Final Fantasy 16
Yes.
for a limited time.
Yeah.
Because of their deal with Square. It's a limited time
Because
exclusive.
Microsoft are there like,
Yeah,
look at this big bag of cash.
Hey, Square,
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you struggling? We
Yeah.
could buy you out.
Yeah. It's just 9 months left, guys.
And that's the other thing we've not talked about. That's a whole can of worms all of its own, is the whole Activision debacle.
Yeah, they've been focusing so much on trying to slap Microsoft that just shut up and focus on your own thing.
So frustrating. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were offered access to all Activision IPs jointly
for 10 years.
for 10 years.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, yeah.
They disputed it and brought it up with like the monopolies and mergers of different countries that it's happening in. So they took that, Microsoft and Activision took that away and said you'll have Call of Duty, but only for 10 years.
Yeah.
And they're still disputing that, but it's been passed. I think it was passed in America, wasn't it? And now it's in Europe.
Yeah.
I got bored of listening to all the ins and outs, to be honest.
I think it's going through now.
Yeah.
I think they've all sort of kind of agreed.
So in their focusing on that, they've lost. They didn't have their eye on the ball.
No.
Because if they had their eye on the ball, they would have seen that one of the biggest publishers there is could be bought.
Yes.
Whereas, again, when we see from the leaked memos, Microsoft's vision and direction is we just want stuff for players.
Yeah.
And if that means we have to buy publishers, let's go out and buy them.
But like, you know, the most obvious one that I would think of would be Sony buying out like Square, you know, but there's never been any like talks of that as far as I'm aware.
No.
And would they? I don't know. They don't seem too fussed. They bought Bungie for like 4 billion or whatever it was. You know, what's that? Destiny. They make one game. And whatever else they make, I don't know. But
they probably make some other stuff as well.
Yeah, maybe. But all I can think of is Destiny. And as far as I'm aware, they've done nothing with Bungie since they bought them out. When was that? Like a year, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, we bought Bungie. You're cool, guys. What are you making? Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
What? And maybe that's because they were trying to go down this stupid live service game route. I don't care. Like, I don't want to be playing these live service games. Make proper games like you do with Spider-Man and God of War and stuff. That's the kind of games I like.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sat online playing Fortnite. I don't care.
No.
It's not my kind of game at
Basically, make Wipeout.
Yes.
And if you want to put a live service in there so you can buy skins for your
that's
ship
cool.
or whatever.
Or you can unlock them. Yeah.
Cool. You just do that. Yeah, that's great. Turn your subscription service into what you had and then keep improving it.
Yes.
And focus on more new games for the PlayStation 5.
Yeah. And
don't worry about everything else.
Cancel the Project Portal for another 2 years and make it into something worth having.
Until you can stream off the subscription service from it.
And download natively.
Yeah. The future of PlayStation is worrying.
Yeah. I think they'll bring it back around. Like, I have faith that it can be saved.
I mean, it's a Sony company. So firstly, it's not going to go the way of Sega.
No, I
too
don't
big.
I don't have any like issue with them or like thoughts of them going like away.
But a company like Sony isn't also afraid to cut off a limb.
Yeah.
Reduce budgets.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
something starts failing.
Yeah.
I'm not pretending that's going to happen.
No,
but,
I don't expect that at all. But yeah, I mean, I just want to see it like level themselves out a bit, you know, like see where they're going. Nintendo, you always know where they're going because they just go, we're going this random way and you're going to come with us or not. Okay, cool. Microsoft, you know exactly where they're going with their Game Pass. That's their biggest
thing,
focus. That's great. We know, like, clear as day, like what you're doing. It's so transparent.
Is the future of PlayStation just weird hardware?
Yeah, maybe with no games. Just like have this random thing on your shelf. Sweet.
Yeah, it's huge, by the way.
Yeah.
And whilst you're making a new version of Wipeout, if the updated PlayStation 5, the mid-generation update, isn't half the size of the current one,
Yeah.
get in the sea.
And silent.
Stop the disk drive spinning. It'll be diskless. Guarantee it'll be diskless.
Yeah.
And there'll be optional extra like
Drives. or
external
whatever.
drive.
Yeah, maybe.
I think both Xbox and PlayStation will be diskless mid-generation.
Yeah.
Whether that's a good thing or bad thing, we've spoke about a lot.
Yeah, we have. We literally discussed that in length in our Xbox going digital.
Yeah. But it needs to be smaller.
Yeah.
Like the size of an Xbox smaller.
Yeah.
Why is it so big?
The shape annoys me because I have it like horizontal.
Oh, I've got mine upright.
I can't put it upright. There's no space. So it has to be horizontal, and the thing freaking falls off that stupid stand all the time. Like literally it's just at an angle. If anything slightly touches it, it's like, and
Why is it a stupid shape as well?
I don't mind the shape if I had it upright.
Yeah.
Like, it looks quite cool. Like, it's just Japanese, isn't it? Like you can see they've like spent some money on design and curves.
Yeah.
But horizontal, it sucks.
Yeah.
Just, get a better stand or something. Like, I don't know. It's annoying. It is annoying.
It's huge. It's just ridiculously big.
Yeah.
And when you compare it to the Xbox, that's the thing. That's the real eye opener. It's like, it's so much big. Why is it so big?
It's bigger, yeah. And at least the Xbox for now is like a rectangle, so it lays down on its side really well.
Yeah, totally. I don't know. What do you guys think about the future of PlayStation? Are they floating off into a weird direction? Do you agree with us? Or maybe you think we're talking absolute nonsense, which is possible.
We usually are, yeah.
By this point of the podcast, we've drifted off into kind of fever dream stages.
Yes.
Of just saying words
Yeah.
in an
What
order.
were we talking about again?
I think we were talking about Starfield.
That's right. Yes.
Did you know I'm streaming Starfield on 128KB News, our other channel?
That's a nice segue, yeah.
Yeah. If you want to watch it, I guess at some point Andy will slap it in front of my face.
Bang, right there.
Yeah, we can watch that. Or there's probably the channel icon here as well. Maybe.
So you're doing a little heart.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, there you go.
If you're listening to us and you got to the deep end on Spotify or wherever else you get podcasts, please do rate us 5 stars only.
Do it.
Because it's the only way that you will help us. Do it. And if you're on YouTube, buttons are below. And until the next time, I'll see you next time.
Bye.